Hi guys, just messing around with the stove design I just thought of, and I figured why not try to make a pot of coffee on it, and we'll see if it works. So this is it's a tea ball, but I've got coffee in it. These are about $2.50 or so at Walmart. So now let's go to a lower angle. Oh, it seems to be working. Let's see. Oh yeah, seems to be working. I'm using heat. Kind of need a windscreen. Pod stabilizer. iPad stabilizer. It was a can of olives, and what I did was I wanted to make it, having its own pot stand. So I kind of cut it out. Oh, sorry guys, my filming sucks. My bad. Okay, see the little tabs that I got bent over in there to hold the screen in? The screen's holding the insulation in. So I left it 1 inch on both opposing sides, and then 3/4 of an inch from the bottom, 1 inch down from the top. And when I cut it out, I left those little tabs to hold the screen in place. I think you can see them right now on the other side. So both sides are the same. And the insulation is spill proofing. Basically, it holds the alcohol, so if I knock the stove over, it's not like a Molotov cocktail just spilling everywhere. God, this is kind of rough. All right. There we go. It's centered in frame. So I'm thinking we'll start seeing steam coming out. The cats are real interested in what I'm doing. My wife's cats are like, "Whoa, dude. What are you doing?" Well, the stove seems to be burning pretty hot. Not too bad. Very lightweight. It's getting kind of dark. The wind, it's going to need a windscreen. Let's see, we're about 3 minutes in. So I would anticipate about a 5-minute boil. Sorry to make you guys watch the whole time. Just experimenting with a new stove, and sometimes people like to watch that kind of thing. Basically, all I did was cut the sides out, left the little tabs, took regular pink insulation, the fiberglass insulation, put it down in there, and then used a screen to smush it down some, and then folded the tabs over to hold the screen. And that way it's its own pot stand, but I could see it's going to need a windscreen. It's always windy at my house. And I'm kind of curious. I haven't tried that T-ball yet, so I'm kind of curious to see, just what happens with that. Let's see if I... 4 minutes in, but it's not at a boil. Of course, I do think that not having a windscreen on it's probably affecting that. It looks like the flames are blowing out to the side. I put about 1 ounce in there, but I didn't measure it. I just kind of guesstimated about 1 ounce because I was really just wanting to see if it snuffed it out when I put the pot on it, and that kind of thing. It's kind of dark. Sorry guys. I don't get home from work until it's kind of late. Check it for a boil. No boil, but I can see the water getting brown. It's interesting. Alright, I guess I'm going to let that boil, or come to a boil. We're 5 minutes and 41 seconds in, and well, it's too dark to see in there. It's got the little bubbles and the swirls, but the water's kind of brown, so it's kind of hard to see them, and it's pretty dark, so. Well, the stove looks like it's burning pretty good. To be such a simple design. I'm gonna have to make some kind of tripod for this thing. I wasn't clever enough to bring a flashlight out here. Alright, let's check that again. God, we're already at 7 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut this off and we'll come back. I'm gonna go get a flashlight. Alright, this is gonna be pretty tricky. Check it for a boil. Whoa. Oh, it looks like I'm getting coffee, but not a boil. Stove might be a fail. I don't know. I'm testing that teapot too to make coffee. I should have just done a stove that I had already made and I knew worked. But in theory, that stove should work. I'll come back and check it in another minute. It's still burning. Let's see. Can I say that? I mean, it's still burning pretty good. So I'll bring you back. Golly, sorry guys. Trying to fiddle an iPad, hold a flashlight the size of a mag light, and do all this. This is not easy. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're probably at about 15 minutes, and I'm kind of impressed that the stove is still boiling. I mean, still burning. Although the heat output doesn't seem as much as I'd like. Let's give it another check. Seems to be brewing up some decent coffee. Oh, yeah, I see some boil going on in there. Can y'all see that? It's not hard boiling, but it's boiling. I think we'll get a hard boil pretty soon. Let me get out of the way so y'all can see. Now, I went ahead and just brought out a white cup because I figured that way we'd be able to see how dark the coffee is. Okay, we're like 17 minutes in, I guess. It's blowing steam, so it's probably boiling. So let's check that. Yep. Can you see that? Crap, this is hard to do. Holding the lid. I can't. Can y'all see that? It is really hard to hold the iPad, the lid, and the flashlight. I really need more hands. I think the flame might have... No, the flame didn't go out. It seems like it's rolling around the T-ball. See the bubbles coming up around the T-ball? Well, looks like I'm going to get a cup of coffee out of this deal anyway. Seems like when I took the lid off, it stopped steaming a lot. Okay, well, on just about an ounce, it burned for about 20 minutes. It finally came to a rolling boil, and then the stove kind of lost its flame. So let's see what kind of coffee we get out of this. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's a little bit light. I like my coffee dark, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so... oh yeah, let's go ahead and sip the boiling liquid without letting it cool at all. Okay. God, don't have enough hands. This is really rough. Alright. It's coffee, alright. Alright, so... no grounds. Oh, that's good. Okay, and that's the design. I don't know. It doesn't absolutely suck, but it seems like it's more of a simmer. And there's the coffee. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry it wasn't spectacular.